I absolutely love this topic. When I'm finding the intercepts, okay, they tell you they explain it to you really well here. So, okay, I'll go through the explanation, then I'll show you kind of my shortcut way. Gotta relax here. Okay, so if I want the x-intercept, what I'm doing is I'm setting y equal to 0. So I solve for x and I get x is 6. So I set y equal to 0 and x was 6. So then I write that point, 6 for x, 0 for y. Then to find the y-intercept, I'm going to set x equal to 0. So see my point, x is 0. And then I solve for y, and when I divide by -3, I get -4. So I write those two down. The one thing I do is I just go like this. Okay, watch this. So I say, okay, I want the x-intercept. Oh, I got to turn my pen on. So I look at the number in front of x, which is 2, and I just do 12 divided by 2. And my x-intercept is 6. So x-intercept just means I have a 0 in y. Then to get the y-intercept, I just look at the coefficient of the y, don't forget the negative sign, and divide 12 by that. So it's the same thing that they did. It's just being able to look at the problem and come up with the answer without having to do all the work. So I'll do some with the work and some without. So we'll do some with the work first. So when I want the x-intercept, I know y is going to be 0. So I'm going to put down y is 0. And I plug in 0 for y. This goes to 0 because -2 times 0 is 0. So x equals -4. So that's my first point, -4, 0. Oh, I guess I don't have to. Oh, that's really weird. Okay, I guess I don't put the whole point in. They just want the x value. For the y-intercept, I put in 0 for x. So we'll put that in. 0 minus 2y equals -4. This goes away, so we're going to divide by -2, and y equals 2. So that's my y-intercept is 2. So on the x-axis, so what they're having you do is they're just saying, okay, the x-intercept's -4, so go to -4 on x, and then go to 2 on y, and you're good to go. Okay, so we'll do a little shortcut here. So the x-intercept is when y is 0. So I know y is going to be 0. So I divide -21 by -3 to get 7. So the x-intercept is 7. Then to do the y-intercept, I'm going to make x equal to 0. So I'll divide this by 6. Wait a minute. That doesn't seem... Well, that's what it is. Okay, we'll divide them both by 3. Wait, so if I divide that by 3, I get -7/2. Okay. So we'll just put -7/2 here. All right, here's the deal. So the x-intercept is 7, so I come to 7. Now, I don't know if I can do -7/2. What is that, -3.5? Oh, it doesn't let me do it right there. Okay, if you're worried about typing that in for the y-intercept, you could use this little point thing and put 0, and you could put -7/2, and they put it right there. If I said plot point, it's there already because I already plotted it. But you can use this to plot a point if it's not a whole number, or I mean not a whole number, an integer. If it's a fraction, you can use this. So anyway, it actually let me do halfway, I think. Okay, so let's just do one more. That's super fun. Okay, now this one I'm going to do actually without writing anything down. So I want the x-intercept, so I'm going to take -6 and divide by 3, and I get -2. For the y-intercept, this is +2, so that's okay. I'm going to take -6 divided by 2 is a -3. And then I go to x, the x-axis, and I put a -2, plot, boom, and the y-axis, -3, plot, boom. So that's kind of 3 different ways to look at it. And that's the end of the lesson.